welcome back. It's Christine again with the Artist Pod, and today I'll be talking about ChatGPT again. It's sort of a follow-up to the previous video I'd done and some other ways that I was using it, particularly actually just one other way that I've been using it. So let's get arting, talking, something in. Okay, so this is ChatGPT. I've actually already asked it the question, but what I wanted to highlight here is if you prime ChatGPT with sort of a role, it actually can answer your questions a little bit more thoroughly. That's something that I've noticed with all of my testing. So for instance, in this particular case, I told it that you are a marketing expert with decades of experience working with small businesses to help them grow. You are passionate about helping these businesses succeed. And then I asked it, do you understand? So it responded, absolutely, I understand, and I'm here to help. Based on my extensive training and ability to draw from large amounts of data, I can certainly help you understand marketing strategies for small businesses. I can provide insights on different marketing channels, strategies, customer relationship management, content marketing, social media marketing, SEO, and many other topics. What specifically would you like help with in your small business marketing strategy? So then I went into detail about what my small business was. You know, that it's nature focused. I'm a digital artist. I primarily do wildlife portraits. I sell my work on shirts and canvas, and I offer digital downloads. My target audience is this. For every item sold, I plant one tree. I included everything that's valid. That my customers are passionate about: nature, wildlife conservation, forests, hiking, parks, national parks, etc., etc. So I gave it this nice little paragraph about what my business was, and then once again I asked it, do you understand? And so then it responded, yes, I understand, and then went on without me prompting it to give some marketing strategies. Now, I haven't asked it a question yet about marketing specifically, so it has just sort of given me some ideas based on what I've already told it, right? And the deeper we go into this conversation on one little sort of string and information with ChatGPT, the more detailed its responses are going to get to me because I've already primed it. I primed it when I first started, when I told it that it's a marketing manager. But you can do this with anything. You can tell it that it's I don't know, an art historian, or it's like you can give it a role to fulfill, and then tell it how many years of experience it's had, and then the more detail you feed into ChatGPT, the more detailed the response it can kick back, right? So, it gave me a list of strategies. Again, I didn't ask for it to. I was just, I asked if it understood, which it did understand, and then continued, it suggested starting a blog or video series talking about my process, inspiration, commitment to the environment, social media marketing, collaborating with influencers, email marketing, online marketplaces, partnerships, events and trade shows, paid advertising. So it went into kind of all of that. Now, in the past, what I've done after this point is I've asked it to give me a detailed marketing strategy with bullet points going in depth on each section, and it will do that. It will absolutely break down. And it'll break down sort of where, it'll talk about social media marketing, and then it'll highlight what social medias, which ones are good for what things, or, depending on what you've told it, it can give you a lot of really good information, especially if you're not really sure what to do or where to go, especially with marketing. I'm an artist. Marketing is not my strong suit with my business, so any help that I could get is extremely useful. So then after I did all of that, right after it sort of gave me this, and I didn't ask it to do to present me with a marketing strategy on this sort of run. I have in the past, which is how I know that if I just ask it, it's not as detailed. But if you prime it and then ask it, it'll give you an incredibly detailed marketing strategy. So then I asked, with all of that in mind, can you write separate ad sequences for Instagram, Facebook, and Google ads, and include the ad copy as well as who to target with the ads? And so it did. It separated out Instagram ad sequences, carousel ads, video ads showing process, what captions to put, who my target audience would be, Facebook ad sequences, Google ad sequences, and then I asked it to do one for Pinterest, and it did one for that too. So very detailed, because all this is, right? This is the Instagram ad sequences. Here's the caption, right? Where your love for wildlife. Each shirt purchased plants one tree. Join our mission to make a difference. Targeting, people interested in wildlife, nature, conservation, eco-friendly products. Art with a purpose. It's just, ChatGPT is such a powerful tool, but I've learned over my time of using it, and even from the first video I made, that the more you prime it, the better it gets. The better its answers will be. I know people, and I'm not somebody who can code, although I've tried to learn in the past. It's just a little bit out of my reach. My poor brain tries so hard sometimes. But I know that people will use it in some cases to help them write code. They'll write some of it, they'll input it into ChatGPT, they'll ask it to write different things, and it'll spit back code, and then they'll try it, and whatever errors it presents, they'll go back to ChatGPT on the same sequence. That's important, because ChatGPT remembers your conversation as long as you're going into the same branch. And they say, oh, this code gave me this error, and ChatGPT will write code that fixes the errors. Like, it'll just sort of work itself out. Now, I'm sure the more complex code that you're trying to input, the trickier that becomes. But what I mean with all of that is how powerful it is if you're already priming it, right? If you're already building rapport, ChatGPT sort of learned from that rapport, and it gets better and better in its responses to you as it narrows down what you're looking for, and can really help you out. And like I said, marketing is something that I struggle with, because I'm an artist. I draw things. So having a tool like this, and there's a lot of, you can search it up and find a lot of marketing agencies that are using AI now. But you can do some of that yourself by priming ChatGPT to help you out without having to pay for another marketing agency to do it for you, right? You can prompt it as long as you're clear on what you're doing, and on what your business is, who your target audience is, what your focus is, what you're passionate about. And ChatGPT can write out marketing strategies. It can write out the ad sequences for you. Now it would be up to you to sort of create the ad and make it look, nice and stunning. That's where some of these other ad agencies that are using AI can really come into play. But, I'm an artist. I use Photoshop and Canva. So for me, that's not all that much of a stretch to do. So I know this is a super short video. I just wanted to quickly make this, since it's something that I just used today. And I'm actually implementing these ads right now. And so as I was doing that, I thought, oh, you know what? This would be a great video to sort of talk about. Especially, I think marketing is something that can be confusing to a lot of people. You're creating products. That's what we all want to do. That's what I want to do. I create. But if you don't know how to reach out to anybody to show the products to anyone, then no one's ever going to see what you're doing, to be interested in what you do. So we all have to have sort of a marketing strategy. And since that's not my strong suit, having a tool like ChatGPT to help me out is significant. So anyway, I know that's super short, but I hope it's helpful. In the floating nether next to me, there are other videos of art tutorials I have done, and I will see you all soon. Thank you so much. Take care.